Let's talk some Alabama recruiting because just last night, the Tide land 5-star corner Jordan Edmonds out of the state of Georgia, and they're heating up on the trail. But first, I want to check in on a former 5-star quarterback, Keelon Russell. He is already on campus participating in spring practice. Tim Watts of Bama Online. What's the latest word on how Keelon Russell is developing?
I mean, he is as good as they thought he would be. I mean, you see him throwing balls. There's not a lot of video you're going to see. Alabama put some out, though. He throws a pretty ball. He's confident. He relates well with his teammates. He relates well with the recruits on campus. We see him mentioned a lot. Again, you got, some debatably the number one quarterback in the country from Texas. Being from Texas is a big deal. But to be, basically the Gatorade Player of the Year, Mr. Football, whatever he's gotten in that state, he's as advertised so far. Obviously, the quarterback battle is going to go in a while. You have Ty Simpson, who's been there 3 years and has done a great job as well, in Austin Mack. But I think Keelon's everything they wanted him to be on and off the field.
Yeah, which is why he earned that 5-star status in the end. All right, let's get into some Bama recruiting. But first, Alabama fans, I'm on here with Tim Watts from Bama Online. We want you guys to be a part of this. Hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. All right. So we know Bama recruiting really explodes in the summer under Kalen DeBoer. That's just how it went last year. So these spring visits are really important to set up that success in the summer. What big names were on campus this week?
Yeah, you're right about the spring. Last year they did so much foot traffic. We'd never seen this equal because they were behind. This year's a different animal because they spent so much time in January on the road. They've already touched base with a lot of these kids and have been recruiting them. So getting them back on campus is, just kind of like the cherry on top and sets them up for the official visits. But, the big news yesterday obviously was Jordan Edmondson getting him. But also you look up and you had Malachi Lee, the big monster Hawaiian offensive tackle, is on campus today. 6'7", 300+ pounds. Look, everything you're looking for in an offensive tackle. And, with Alabama, Kalen DeBoer, Courtney Morgan, and Coach Cap, offensive line is a priority for Alabama in every class. They did a great job last year. They got Jackson Lloyd, who was a 3-star, ended up a 5-star. They had Michael Carroll, who was a lower-rated 4-star, ended up a top 10-ish type player. So that's always a priority. And also this year, tight end is going to be a priority. They got 2 good ones last year, but I think they want to add one guy that can come in and impact pretty quickly. Max Sutter, top 100 type, he's on campus. Again, a lot of these visits are going on during the week based on their spring schedule. Obviously they're still in high school, but the foot traffic's heavy again. It's a lot of big names. It's not as many people as we saw last year. Last year was absurd. They had so many guys coming in. This year there's not as many, but there's so many big names that have come in so far.
Yeah, and when we talk Alabama recruiting, oftentimes these commitments come in bunches. So now that 5-star corner Jordan Edmonds is on the commit list, who could be the next big commit for Bama?
I think we're looking more. There could always be a commitment between now and official visits, but what are we, 6 weeks away? I mean, May 30th, Alabama has a massive, how many weeks that is. They have a massive recruiting official visitor weekend. There's a bunch of guys you're watching. Last year, when it started, first official visitor weekend through the middle of July, they had like 16 commitments. I don't know the exact number, but it was a smorgasbord of commitments. There could still be guys that trickle in right now, guys that we're watching. I mean, obviously, Xavier Kroll plans to take his visits, but he's another one, that was a 2027 top running back in his class, moved up, still in that 5-star area, that top 32 area right now. He was on campus this week, and he's been there. I mean, he's almost double digits. He's been there. So there's guys we're watching. Nobody has a date set up. Even with Jordan Edmonds, he was set to commit on February 19th, had some issues at the school where he wanted to commit, decided to take some visits, and then visited out. Didn't take any visits between it, visited Alabama and locked it down. So I think commitment plans, I think we see them more out of the blue, spur of the moment. Tristan Keys committed to LSU and was on Ole Miss's campus, a few hours later, probably wearing LSU gear. So I think right now they're more of spur of the moment with commitments, but nothing's planned.
Yeah, so we'll see. Big names on campus all throughout the spring. Bama recruiting is red hot. Tim, I love doing these Alabama videos because no other fan base does this. But in the comments section, the Bama fans always check in from whatever city in America that they're watching. So Bama fans, let me know. You guys are going to do it anyway in the comment section, but let me know, where are you guys watching from?